Are you struggling to attract new customers? Is your business stagnant or simply unpredictable? You might be making the biggest mistake that small businesses make, neglecting outbound marketing. Let's dive in. Today we're tackling the crucial topic that could make or break your business, outbound marketing. We will take a deep dive into what outbound marketing is, why your business is stagnant or unpredictable without outbound marketing, and I will show you why every single successful business uses outbound marketing to bridge the gap. And if you're ready to turn things around, keep watching. Let me tell you a story. Bill is a plumber and he works at his 9-to-5 plumbing shop job. And one day, Bill's cousin asks him to do some plumbing work over at his house. So Bill agrees and he goes and does some work for his cousin. After the job is done and he's paid for his work, Bill realizes that he made some pretty good money doing that side job. Over the years, Bill continues to do side jobs and collect a little extra revenue. And then one day it dawns on Bill, I'm actually making more money on my side jobs doing plumbing than I am making in my 9-to-5 plumbing job. So Bill starts a business, and Bill starts doing plumbing work for anybody who reaches out to him. Does this story sound familiar to you? It should. This is how most small businesses begin. They aren't always plumbers, but you get what I'm saying. So fast forward 5 years, Bill is continuing to run his business as a plumber, but he's frustrated. He knows he's a good plumber, and his customers really like his work, but the work he gets is inconsistent. And he's tried to grow his company, but for some reason, it remains stagnant. That's because Bill has not invested in outbound marketing. Outbound marketing is any form of marketing where you reach out to potential customers. You are pushing your product or services on potential customers. Inbound marketing is the opposite. Inbound marketing is when customers reach out to you about your goods and services. The reason why many small businesses don't do outbound marketing is because that's not the way they started. They started by people reaching out to them, asking them for plumbing services, in the case of Bill, and they really don't have any other way of getting business besides people reaching out to them. So Bill continues to be frustrated because his business is not growing and it's really inconsistent. Let's do a deep dive on what Bill is experiencing and how outbound marketing can actually help. I'm going to use this legal pad to try to explain it to you. Can you guys see that? So this is an example of Bill's business. This is time that goes along, and this right here is how much work Bill actually gets for his business. As you can see, the work comes in waves. He gets a job here, he gets a job here, he gets a job there. Okay, now let's say this black line right here is the amount of work that his workforce is actually capable of doing. It might just be himself, or it might be 4 or 5 employees. Whatever, doesn't matter, the analogy still works. So as time goes along, he gets these jobs. Now, when they're in the middle of this big job, they have more work to do than their workforce can support. So people are working extra overtime, evening, late, makes his workforce sad. And then time moves on, and there's not enough work for their workforce. So now his people can't work full hours, or he has to lay people off, or whatever. And the cycle continues. He gets another job. Now they got way too much work for them to be able to handle. And then a couple weeks goes by, now they don't have enough work to support the workforce. And this goes on and on and on forever until Bill pulls his hair out. Have any of you ever experienced this, where you're either so busy you can't handle it, or you don't have enough work and you have to lay people off? It's maddening. That's why you need outbound marketing in your business. And here's the real key on why outbound marketing is so great. It is controllable. You see, for Bill, he might not be able to control when somebody's going to pick up the phone and call him for his services. But Bill can control how much outbound marketing he does at any given time. So for example, let's say Bill was marketing on Facebook for his business. He can choose whether to spend $10 a day marketing on Facebook, getting phone calls in from Facebook, or he can spend $100 a day. It's totally up to him. And he can ramp that up, or he can ramp that down whenever he wants to. So here's what this graph looks like when he's added outbound marketing. Here's what it looks like. I know you're all very impressed with my drawing skills. So here's the humps like we talked about before. Here's a job he got from somebody calling him, here's another job, and here's another job, okay? But instead of just relying on these jobs that come in through inbound marketing, he's included outbound marketing. So during times like this, he's doing a lot of outbound marketing to get the work that he needs. During times like this, he's not doing as much outbound marketing. During these times, he's doing more. During these times, he's doing less. So the end result is that he has a consistent workflow. His outbound marketing isn't consistent. That can change whenever, but he has a consistent workflow. So now he's probably got to hire a few more people that can handle this consistent workflow. So as a result, he actually has a very highly predictable business. He can hire and scale appropriately. So how do you do this for your business? It's simple. You just need to adopt outbound marketing. Really, any outbound marketing will do, but it's not a bad idea to look up what other companies in your same industry are doing around the country for outbound marketing. For some companies, Facebook ads work great. For some companies, cold calling works great. For some companies, direct mail, so on and so forth. There's going to be a testing process when onboarding outbound marketing. That's why I suggest working with an expert before doing it on your own. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment in the comments section with your experience doing inbound and outbound marketing, and I'll see you in the next video.